What is good, Kazi family, man? Welcome back to the stew. Now, today I kind of want to take the time to reflect on the underground, man. Now, I'm pretty sure, as you all know, the underground just kind of been dull and boring. Like, there's really nothing going on, and it's kind of hard to pull topics to talk about that aren't related to Opium, Playboi Carti, or anything related in that type of area. You feel me? Like, I just feel like it's been too dull lately, and it's just crazy, man, because like back then, like even just a couple years ago, like the underground was just full of life. Like, it was always a new artist coming up. It was all these underground news pages had a new person to post about every month or so. It was just crazy, man. It was kind of like how the mainstream was back in the mid 2000s, like 2016, but not to the same extent, obviously. But like, still, I just feel like since 2021, we really haven't had a good underground run. Like, I feel like Yeat was the last one to really surpass the limits and go as far as he did. But not Yeat, but like we got people like Destroy Lonely and people like that, but they kind of related to Opium, so it kind of doesn't count all the way because it's just not original. You feel me? Like, of course, Destroy Lonely, Ken Carson, they're signed to Opium, so they get a pass. But like, I just feel like a lot of artists just haven't been doing it lately, man. Like, it's just been a bunch of reruns of the same shit. And I feel like a bunch of these new artists that's popping up aren't really like, their sounds aren't solidified enough for them to be like the next big thing, you know? So it's kind of hard to root for anybody in the underground right now because ain't nobody really doing shit, you feel me? Now, bring it back to like 2019, where the underground was this kind of new wave of the underground was in its prime, where the Rage Beasts were just introduced with Off the Map by Sofego. People were just going around, hopping on, like, it was group chats all over Instagram, Discord, people joining collectives, all types of artists having the same presets. Like, it was just a fun era. I don't know how to explain it, bro. Like, it was just a way better era than what it is now. Like, now it's just so depressing to see what the underground's become, because like, what has it become, really? Like, when you think about it, like, what really has happened in the underground lately that's really, like, you know, talkable? That's not even a word. Like, just able to talk about it, like, make a whole scene about it. You feel me? Like, ain't really been no drama, and I can give it that. Like, you don't really need no drama, really, but like, it's just been way too boring. Like, you know, like, I feel like it's just like, it got to a point where people just stopped really tuning in to the SoundCloud rappers. Like, feel like now we can officially say that SoundCloud is dead. Like, besides the other artists that's on there releasing music, it's not really no like average listeners really tapping into SoundCloud anymore. And it feels like that's a big part of why, like, it's just not a whole lot of new artists popping up with unique sounds and stuff. I feel like nowadays, like, the underground is just characterized by what's blowing up on TikTok. You know, like, it's always something that's just a popular sound that isn't really like, it's just catchy. It doesn't have any real substance to it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, the songs back in like 19, 20, 21, like, they didn't really have substance, but like, I don't know, it was just different. And I can't really explain it because it's just more of a you had to beat her situation, but it was just different, you know? And I feel like nowadays you just can't get that same energy out of artists anymore. And it's kind of sad, bro. Like, I know I'm not the only person that realized this, and I know I'm not the only person that done a video on it. But I just wanted to take the time to just reflect on just why the underground just isn't what it is. Like, I don't even think there's an answer to that. It's just how it is. Like, you know, like, music progresses, and just, I feel like even now, like, the rap game is just really dying out. Like they said, it hasn't been one rap song on the Billboard 100 that made it to #1 in a year now. But like, it's just not even that. I feel like just rap just kind of lost its magic somewhere. Like, I don't know, in the last years or so, like, I feel like rap just really hit its peak and just, it's not the same anymore. Like, I can really see us going back to like how the early 2000s were, where like just pop and rock music was ruling the charts. That's kind of how it is now, but just instead of like that old nostalgic 2000s sound, it's just replaced with modern sounds. You feel me? Now, like, that's just opinion based on me, like, just on what I've seen and what I think. Now it could be totally different, and the rap game is completely fine. It's just in a stage, an awkward stage right now, where just not a lot of stuff has been going down, and just I don't know, man, because I want to say that, but it just hasn't been a lot of artists that's been doing anything, even in the mainstream. Like all these artists that you would call GOATs and just top of the charts, they're not even dropping for real. Like it's like once you get to a point, it's like you don't even care to drop anymore, because like your fans just feed off your older music, and until it gets to a point where your older music kind of gets drawn out, dragged through, I feel like artists, well, rappers, just kind of tend to stay in their own lane. Like even when they do drop new music, it's like, I don't know, it's a hate agenda going on where fans are just never satisfied with what an artist does nowadays. Like a project that a rapper would drop will be actually decent and handle, like, yeah, it's a decent project, like a decent tape, but then all the other fans would just be on dick and just try to complain about any little thing they can. Like I feel like nowadays, like, people have too many high expectations for what rappers should do, and I feel like people need to realize that, like, creating a new sound and like trying to cultivate off of what you did last time is really harder than what it sounds like, you know? Like you can't really just kind of replicate a whole style, a whole era that just took over, because like it's kind of like you just can't be in your prime more than once type shit. Now that being said, I wouldn't say it's necessarily impossible, but I just feel like it's way harder than what people are making it, and that it's just like, I feel like people need to cut some rappers some slack. Like I know, like, seeing your favorite rapper kind of go down talent wise, it's embarrassing, and it make you feel bad as a listener, because like you really enjoy their music and you want them to succeed and you want them to do good, but you can't hold these rappers to these impossible expectations of just dropping this godly project that would rule the charts for 3 years or something, bro. Like it's just not 2016 no more. And speaking of that, even all that aside, bro, like just the underground in 2019, 2020, and 2021, you could just say like the hits were just like all the songs that got over 1 million views now that used to have like a couple 100K. It's just crazy to see how far they came, because like a lot of artists back then, like you would never think they made it to the place they made it to, and a lot of artists back then, you'll definitely like you can see how they made it to where they made it to. Like it's a real difference between who actually had the talent to keep it going and succeed, and who was just a kind of one-hit wonder and just been there, done that type of thing, you know? But either way it goes, man, like the underground it really lost its touch with how music is just being handled. Like I feel like the creativity has just really gone down, and that I feel like it's just not the same anymore, man. And I don't know, maybe it's just me, maybe it's just my opinions, but I just feel like we're in that new age, and like music is about to sooner or later hit a turn that's going to be either surprising or just, I don't know, man. Like it's a real confusing time for the rap game right now. I feel like either somebody in the underground or the mainstream even just needs to step out, do something crazy, and make us all love the game again, man. That's all it is. But that's all I got to talk about this, man. Now, if you have your own opinions on this topic, please share them down in the comments below. I really do like seeing you guys argue and just talk about all the topics that we discuss in videos. So please, if you can, drop your opinion down below. Even if it's negative, I still want to see. So yeah, man, like just drop it down below. Either way it goes, man, I'm stuttering, I'm taking long pauses, man. I'm gonna get up out of here. Love y'all niggas, man. Stay safe, stay up. Sub up if you haven't already. We're on our way to 500 subs, so please subscribe if you haven't already. See, I'm already fucking up and shit, man. I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Family forever, man. Peace.
I can't see my card, get with flock, bar, switch, lane, in, roar, look, link, count, no, big, walk, card, more, look, short, one.